One thing that's great about cars in general is I feel like it's just something that everybody almost needs to get around. I'm Nate Lucas. Today I'm going to be talking to you about my 2016 Subaru WRX. I've always been a big fan of Subarus. I actually owned one before this one as well. It was a 2004 WRX. When I first started looking into cars, I never really knew what I wanted. I knew somebody else who had a WRX, and the whole thing about the turbo and the manual transmission, just really made me interested in those cars. And being that it was all-wheel drive and living in Pennsylvania, it's something that you'd want to consider. There can be a lot of snow, and the all-wheel drive will definitely help you with getting traction on the road. So just to give you a little bit of background about my old WRX that I had, like I said, it was a blob eye, and that's just a style. The kid that I knew that had the one that made me interested in Subarus, he had some aftermarket parts on it, wheels, an exhaust, and those aesthetic things just always caught my eye. So I wanted to do something like that to mine. So I remember I bought my first set of wheels, and they were kind of cheaper wheels, whatever it was, and got lowering springs and made the car a little lower, and from there kind of just snowballed. Ended up getting a set of coilovers. I got an exhaust, just some body parts, side skirts, front lip, and as I started doing these things, I started meeting more people that were also passionate about what I did. And we kind of just started to connect and talk about cars, and it really just grew, and it really became like almost a lifestyle to me. And we would actually meet up at places locally and have like little car meets, and you get to see other people's mods in their car, talk about what their plans were, and it was just really interesting. And as years went on, I got a little older, and today I'm fortunate enough to have this 2016 WRX that I'm continuing what I did to my old car, almost to this one, where I'm doing the same things, modding it with, the airlift air ride that I have on it. I do have aftermarket wheels, just being that it's winter time. I switched back to the stock wheels just to keep it in the garage. I do have another daily driver, which, if you could guess, yes, it's a Subaru. Just a regular Impreza non-turbo, but still sticking with the Subaru all-wheel drive, gotta have it. And if you're passionate about cars, you're gonna wanna mod cars. And I've been going to a lot of car shows now that are bigger. I've been traveling couple hours here and there, being able to see people's builds that you normally wouldn't be able to see in person or locally, really makes you appreciate the different styles that can be out there. Makes me want to continue to make adjustments to my car and learn from somebody else, how they did something to be able to make it fit on your car or whatever it may be. I definitely like to make it a little faster. Who wouldn't? But for right now, I'm definitely just going to stick with the aesthetics. It's been quite an experience for me to be able to mod cars and whatnot, and it really grew on me to the point where I actually am in the process of growing a business that I had started, where I sell aftermarket parts. It's just exciting to see where things might be a couple years from now, 10 years from now, with my life and cars. It really makes me feel fortunate that I got wrapped up in such a crazy hobby, I guess you could say.